Hi friends. We're trying something new today. Get that shut. Privacy please. No, I don't support Mercedes. Don't ask me why. But basically I thought that we need to have like an honest sit down discussion. I actually thought about making this video like a month ago, and usually I'm pretty good. If I think it, I'll make it, but like I didn't want to make it because I was scared, and now I'm like, it's pretty much like 10 o'clock at night. I'm going on holiday tomorrow, woo, and I still haven't packed, and I was like, I need to get a video out, and this seems like the best idea. And I like to talk, you like to listen, so here we go. I'm not going to edit this as well, but let's talk about grief. Let's honestly talk about grief, because I have never spoken about this, I think, on my channel or even on social media, maybe on social media, but I lost my dad in 2020 during COVID, and obviously now it's 2025, and I feel like there's been enough time passed where I can actually talk about it, and like I feel like I've processed it enough. And it's funny because I actually remember someone telling me, like, when it first happens, like, oh, it usually takes 5 years to feel okay, and I was like, 5 years, what do you mean? But it's actually kind of true. Not gonna lie. So if you're going through something like this, or if you've been through something like this, like maybe this will help you. It's a really uncomfortable topic to talk about. I feel like whenever I talk about it, people are like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm like, yeah, cool. Actually, someone did ask me, and this is a good thing to ask, like if you know someone who's going through grief, ask like, what were they like? Like someone asked me that, and I was like, no one's ever said that, but it's such a nice thing to say, because then you can talk about them instead of just being like, oh, I'm so sorry about that, and then it's kind of awkward and weird. But I think I'm actually looking at a wish tree right now that my friend got me. Let me show you right now, of my dad. Can you see? I don't even know what I'm filming because the camera's on a tripod. But my friend actually got me that. Pretty soon after I lost my dad, I think. So basically I lost my dad, and it really did take 5 years to feel like okay about it. Obviously you're never going to be okay with it, but I think that everyone's journey is different, and this is mine, but I think that for the first like 2 years, definitely first year, it was just like blackout. I was just blackout, disassociated. I have no idea what's going on. I was like numbing with a lot of like alcohol, going out all the time. Like I like actually couldn't sit. So I was just doing everything and anything. I was also at uni, so I had a lot of free time, and I was just doing whatever I possibly could to not feel anything. And it was literally horrendous, because I feel like people don't talk about, like, when you lose someone that close to you, you're not only losing a person, you're also losing like a part of yourself. Like you're losing like the version of you that you had when they were alive, like, and you have to like figure out how to work through it. And I remember when it first happened, I texted like my girl group chat, and I was like, my dad died, like lol, like I don't really know what you're supposed to do right now. And I was just like, what am I supposed to do? Like what do we do right now? Like nobody's ever told me what to do. And obviously there isn't really a thing of what to do. I think honestly just time passing is so cliche, but time passing is honestly the best thing you can do. Like I've done therapy, I've done psychedelic therapy, I've done like pretty much everything you could possibly do, I guess, to cope. And the thing that actually helped was like time passing, and also feeling every emotion. Oh my gosh, like I think at the start I just remember being like super angry, and like I was just annoyed that I didn't get all these things that like other people got. And I was really angry when, like, I feel like when it first happens, when you lose someone, you get a lot of support. I got a lot of support initially, like cards, flowers, like lovely messages. Like it was so lovely. I'm so grateful to have that. But no one actually talks about how, like, when a few months pass or a year passes, like that stops, because it's like not a thing anymore, but you're still going through that. I remember that I felt so much anger. I was like, how is everyone living their lives and just going about their days, and I'm supposed to like pretend that this hasn't happened to me, and like you still have to show up for work or school, or I think I had assessments at uni. I actually deferred them, but then I still had to, like, obviously life has to go on, but I just remember it was a big part of my journey being like, everyone else is fine and I'm not, and that annoys me. Like, why am I going through this now? Like, why do I have to do this? Like, I just want to live, and like I can't live because I've got to deal with all of this. So that was me for like a really long time, between like anger and numbing. And I honestly barely cried, like, for like years, and I don't think I actually processed it until like 2025. And that's crazy because like I was traveling and I was like doing a lot of the things that like my dad liked and that I wanted to do with my dad, and like that was almost me living my life. But it wasn't until I like stopped and slowed down and like almost caught my breath that I could be like, whoa, that happened, like, and I actually could feel the pain. And I think a lot of the hard things with grief is like, if there's an anniversary or like a birthday or something, and then you don't acknowledge it, like I did this for literally years, I won't acknowledge it and I'll just be living my life, and then I will feel like a heaviness, like everything around me feels like heavy, like so heavy, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? You just feel like just everything is like dull. It's like saturation minus 100, like everything's just hard work, everything's annoying me, everything's just like ugh. And then I'll be like, oh, it's a year since he died, or oh, it's his birthday, and I'll be like, that's what's wrong. And it gets me every time. Like, even now it still gets me. Like, it's September, his birthday's in September, which is why it feels good to make this video now. But I remember being like, oh, that's why I hate it. Like, that's why I hate life. Like, that's why life is so hard, because it's his birthday. Whereas if you can kind of be a bit more proactive and you know it's there and you know it's coming, then you can kind of like acknowledge it and like do whatever you need to do to acknowledge that. But I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to say that when you do get to the other, there's no other side, because it's obviously, it's a forever thing, but when you get past the initial thing and you actually process it, like in your body, in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, you can actually like reconnect. And people always say like, oh, they're always there, and I was like, yeah, like whatever. But when you actually start feeling it and noticing it, and it's a lot of spirituality that's helped me with this, like talking with him, which initially I was like, that's so stupid, but like now, like if something happens and I feel like he was involved, I'll be like, oh my gosh, thank you. And it's like having like something that is them. Like for some people it's butterflies, for me it's planes, because my dad loves airplanes, and it can't, like maybe just there's nothing going on, but I just see a plane and I'm like, oh hi dad, like I see you, like you're there. And even just acknowledging that like day to day just makes it so much easier. And then when it is a big anniversary, you can just like, he's there, like we're cool, like, and it's a constant communication rather than ignoring it and then it just kind of weighs you down. But it's actually really special, like the things that have happened in the last few months have just like, obviously my dad has been involved, and I honestly wish I could share it, but I can't because my hands are tied, NDAs, don't want to lose my job. But I've essentially, my dad got me a job. My dad's got me a few jobs, I'm not gonna lie, because sometimes it's just like undeniable, the things that you see or you experience, and you're like, there is no one else that could have done that other than my dad. Like, and it's so beautiful, like it's just so beautiful when things like that happen. And I think I only started doing that when I stopped denying it and actually processed it. And obviously every journey is different. I'm only speaking about my experience, but every day you kind of move forward, and some days are horrendous, like didn't get out of bed for like months. Like it was really, really hard. And then slowly you kind of like, it's almost like a spiral like staircase, and it's like you might go up a few steps and then you come down, but you're like still moving, and you might go down a bit more and then you come up, and it's just like over time you kind of deal with it, but it almost becomes part of your life again. Like I pushed it away and then I allowed it in. Now it's kind of part of my life, and I like talking about him. I like including him in things. My wish tree, that was actually a gift from my friend. I thought that was the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me in the world. Shout out Jamie. And I just glitched. I've lost my complete train of thought, and I didn't want to make this like the longest video ever because I'm not editing it, but I don't know. I hope that it's helpful because I feel like you can feel so alone, so alone. Like I remember just thinking like no one else, you know, in my immediate life knows what I'm going through, and I just found it so hard. Like even when you talk to a therapist, like they don't know, like, and I really felt like on my journey I've really sort of done it alone, like getting to the point I am now. Obviously I have a therapist, obviously I have friends, obviously I have family, but it's always going to be an individual solo experience because it's only you know how you feel and only you can come to terms with it and deal with it. So I just felt called to like make a video because usually the most like uncomfortable things that you don't want to talk about will probably resonate the most with others. And I don't know if this is even helpful, like maybe if you have been through it, or like, you know, nobody wants to go through it, but I hope that it's just nice to hear someone talk about it and not be perfect. I think a lot of my life lately has been going through things that I never see anyone else go through, and then I'm like, well, how is everyone got themselves together? How is everyone doing this? How is everyone figuring it out? Because on social media, on YouTube and everything, all you see is the good, and I'm like, wow, everyone's really got it all together. So I'm here to show you, no I don't. No I don't, no one does. But yeah, I hope this was helpful, and let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this, or if you prefer my vlogging. I think every now and then it's just nice to have a sit down talk, isn't it? It's just nice to just chat and connect on like deeper topics rather than just filming my life. But yeah, if you like this, let me know. If you didn't, tell me what you would like instead. But yeah, good night guys.